Okay, welcome. Let's get right into stock market technical analysis. We're going to use the charts to be our guide to try to point out future trade ideas that hopefully are profitable. So if you guys are new to the channel, drop me a thumbs up if you guys are finding value in the content that I'm putting out. And also, if you want to learn this skill set, I put together a training course. It goes through all the concepts of technical analysis, breaks that apart so that you're able to really build this skill set for yourself and find your own trade ideas. Link in the description below. Check that out. It's not free, but it's very affordable. I think it's well worth the money. Okay, let's get right into it. Triple Qs. Not a whole lot going on today from Friday. Again, we're just continuing to look for a little more upside. All right, I don't see any change in that price action right now. So we started to see the market rally on Thursday, continued more on Friday, and today we're just kind of flagging out basically sideways here on this Triple Q's hourly chart. So this is tech, and looking at the hourly chart. So basically you could probably mark out something like this. We got this flag pole, and then you got the flag, and then we're projecting, we're probably projecting the move. There's the projected flagpole up there to about 317.50. All right, and that is my final target. If I go to the daily chart here, you can see that 318 level. That is what I've got going on for my area of major resistance. On the daily chart, you can see it was support here, support here. We finally broke, so that should be resistance, and that's the target for this rally. And I don't see any indication that we're not going to hit that, at least as of today. Let's go to the small caps here. Small caps. Starting off, let's go down to the hourly chart. Same pattern, all right? We've got this flagpole with this flagging action. We should start to resolve to the upside soon. And the projected target, right now, right up there, right? It's about 186.50, and the target that I have is 188. All right? If I go to the daily chart, that 188 level, which is right there, that was former support here and here, and then we broke, so the rally, we should get rejected there, and probably a little bit early. You don't want to wait for the exact penny. Okay, so again, I just don't see any change from Friday's rally. It looks like we're just kind of consolidating and going to continue to rally till we get up to our profit targets. One thing on Triple Qs, if I go to the hourly chart, there's a little bit of resistance right here at about 305, 304.88. You can see we've got kind of the zone here of resistance. We haven't hit that yet, so I suspect we run up and at least hit that before breaking down. We might even just gap right over it. I don't know. In general, I see more upside, and so I'll just keep an eye on that. But until then, we'll just move on. Let's look at gold here. So gold on the daily chart, couple things going on. So gold's starting to rally. Again, this is the area of big support. So if you see here, this is the downtrend line. We're in this big isometrical triangle. I've got it kind of marked out right here on this daily chart. Big triangle. Here's the top of it. Here's the bottom of it. We created this big isometrical triangle. We broke out to the upside. All right, this is the breakout point. Let me kind of clean this up. We broke out to the upside and came in for a full back test. Now we undercut it a little bit, but again, it was strong momentum. I suspect we hold in here and bounce and rally. So again, I keep saying I think this is the lows for gold and probably the miners. Gold also came down and hit the 1790 area right here. Did that today. Big buy zone down there. Huge support. If I go to the weekly chart, you'll see here on gold bullion, if I roll out, there is 1790. The last bull market pretty much ended with a triple top. Yeah, you had the overshoot right here, but then once it settled in, you hit 1790 once, twice, 3 times, and that's all she wrote. So big resistance that was put in place back then. What's resistance is now support. And so as I zoom in, you see we basically hit that perfect and we're holding. So this is the buy zone. This is where buyers should be stepping in. You can see they are stepping in a little bit today. Nothing super aggressive. We might need to consolidate here for a couple of days or even weeks, But looks like the bottom. Let's go to GDX. So GDX, kind of a messy chart for sure, but we're going to have to keep an eye on this. The miners really did have a pretty strong sell-off. You can see the 2 weeks where we sold down, we're below the 200-day moving average. We've got a big level right here. All right, this is 31.40, okay? This was big form resistance for many, many years, 6-7 years or so. Resistance here, resistance here, resistance there, and there. And then once we broke above, it was support. You know, you can see it's support, support, support. And as I zoom in, that's basically where we're trading at. Last week, they closed it just slightly below, but not that impulsively below, and the buyers did step in. So far the week, the buyers are stepping in as well. So this should be kind of the lows. We should hold here, all right? If we don't, and we continue lower, something else is happening, and these miners are likely going a lot lower. But if we do hold here, then this is likely going to be a good buying opportunity. Netflix, so this was a long trade idea that I pointed out last Thursday. Since we took the long, this thing is up 8.5% in just a matter of a couple days, and I think we got some more upside. We're kind of consolidating right above support. Support is about 186.20. You can see that was former support here. We broke, we've recovered it, and we're just kind of consolidating. So as far as I can tell, we're going to continue to move higher. Next level of resistance is about 204.26. Okay, decent resistance there. And so that would be our next level. So as of right now, we should hold right here at about 186, rally up to the next level, but we could consolidate for a couple days. So we just have to kind of give it some room. Again, on this one, if you go to the daily chart, you'll see the big bullish divergence that was building for quite a while. So you see it right there. See how the momentum has been moving higher, moving up. Sorry, I got to kind of clean my lines up because on the hourly chart is really where it shows very cleanly. See the bullish divergence on both momentum indicators moving up while price was moving lower. So that's an indication that price is likely about to start to move higher, and we've seen the breakout, and we've started to see price starting to move higher now. So look for more upside on that. Okay, this is DBA. Again, this is the commodity index. So commodity ETF, it's got about 12 different commodities. And again, guys, I don't see any indication that inflation is subsiding, okay? Commodity prices are your raw inputs for products. The higher these go, the higher the consumer prices have to go, the higher the inflation reading continues to read. So we don't see there's just no indication that inflation is coming off or getting weaker. So any kind of narrative, and I think you'll just continue to hear that narrative that, we're at peak inflation. They'll just say it, and it's based off of nothing, but it's just based off the fact that Wall Street is just trying to rope in trades, all right? So but again, the reality is these commodities gapping up today, rallying, reaching up towards a new high. No indication that this is coming off. Now we do have some negative divergence that has been building. It's right here. You can see we've got negative divergence there and a little bit right there. So yeah, maybe we do break trend, but until we see a break of this trend line on the daily chart, this is your bull market here in the commodities. And until we see a break, there's just no, there's no sell signal. There's no reason that these commodities are going to continue to sell down. So just keep an eye on that. And again, that's likely going to continue to put pressure on the Fed that they're going to have to keep hiking rates. So, they're going to likely continue to hike rates till they completely break something, I guess. So we'll keep an eye on that. And that's why I think the tech sector and the rally that we're looking for, I've showed you those price targets. And then we're likely, I'm going to flip short again if we can get up to those price targets, because I think we've got another leg lower in the markets. Again, I'm continuing to treat this market as a bear market rally, that we are entering or have entered a bear market, and we'll continue to sell the rip until we see a change in character. That's how we're going to continue to treat this. So guys, anybody who joined me on my Saturday live stream, thank you. And anybody who's new, if you want to bring a stock pick or a chart you want me to analyze, then we do a Saturday live stream. I typically start that around 9:15 in the morning Pacific time. So feel free to join up and we can go through a bunch of charts. So that's all I got for this morning, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.